Hello! I hope you're doing well today. So if I've given you this video, this is the video for releasing muscles and joints in your upper thoracic spine or mid-thoracic spine, which is running from here to here. We've discussed in clinic why I've given this to you, and if that's not clear, feel free to send me an email or ask next time. The importance of this exercise is to basically release tension. If any of the movements in this series do not feel right, they're increasing pain more than you think is helpful, then obviously stop until you see me next time. You can modify any of the movements, and if I'm giving you this floor routine, we likely started either on the wall or you're ready for the floor routine. So prior to doing this, heating the area you're going to release for 10 minutes or so with a magic bag or a hot water bottle can be helpful if you have the time to do so. This routine is about 10 minutes long. Feel free to pause it at any time if you need to take a break or just do some of the movements, whatever you really have the time for. Doing the whole routine will definitely be helpful for you though. So, you want a ball, as we've discussed. This one's called an AccuBall and this one's a myofascial release ball. I'm going to use this one today. I like these ones better. I don't like the spikies as much. I did when I first started doing this, but I find that this is more effective for me. There's really no right or wrong. Just know the harder the ball, the more intense the release will be. I find that a ball about the size of your hand works well for the muscles in the thoracic spine for somebody my size. If you're bigger than me, then you might want a ball that's a little bigger. But whatever feels good is the most important part. So, make sure you have a space you can lie down comfortably. And where you place the ball is, again, anywhere between about here on your back and here on your back, along the spine, not directly on the spine. You'll see here, I'm going to lie this down, and I'm actually going to work on my left side today. So I'm going to lie that down there, and I'm kind of guesstimating where I want to put it, but you'll see as I lie down, I'm going to move around a bit. You can place a pillow under your head if it feels more comfortable to do so. So I'm just kind of moving my body around until I find a spot that I feel needs to be released. Basically, you'll feel an intense pressure in your back. It should be strong, but not unbearable. In terms of relative discomfort, I would say to try to keep yourself below a 5 out of 10. If you can. It will get more intense as we move. Now, before we start to move anything, I'd really encourage you to take some time to relax your body and breathe. You can breathe into the ball and exhale and think about relaxing all of your muscles around the ball. That's very helpful. Or you can breathe into your belly. And you can see I'm rocking my knees side to side. I find that's helpful just to release tension, but whatever feels good for you. Some people will find bringing the knees apart and the hands apart really helpful with this technique, or the knees together, or the knees supported. Just know that if your legs are straight, that will increase more tension on the ball, which we'll do in a moment. Feel free to pause the video now if you'd like to take a few minutes to breathe. If not, you can join me in the movements here. So on your next inhale, your breath in, raise your hand up towards the sky and back towards the ground. Exhale, coming back up and through. Breathing up and exhaling back. Now you may not be able to get your hand all the way to the ground, and that's 100% okay. Go as far as your muscles will allow you to go. Don't fight through it. As I said, the goal is to relax rather than fight. If you fight the muscles, they're going to fight back. And really relax around that ball. You may start to feel sensation in your shoulder or even down your arm, and that's 100% normal. You can always take the ball out and continue this motion if you feel the muscles just need a little bit of a break, but try to stay relaxed the entire time. And you can always place the ball back and move it somewhere else. You're really just looking to release tension, that's the goal. Another movement that I find really helpful is inhaling the arm out to the side and then sweeping it up. Can be very intense. As you can see here, my shoulder is really tight and I'm not fighting it. I'm really trying to let go, and you can reverse the movement to play around with movement. There's no right or wrong. If you're getting any pinching in the shoulder, that's definitely something not to keep pushing through. So if you're getting a pinch in the front or down the side, that's something to not push through and bring to my attention, absolutely. And if you're getting pinching, you can go right to the edge of the pinch, but not into the pinch, as long as there's no pain. So you might want to modify the range a little bit. Another movement that can be really helpful, especially if the shoulder is bothersome, is simply bringing one leg out and then one leg back in. The opposite leg generally will create more change in tension in the ball than the same leg, but it depends on the person really. As I said, I encourage you to explore movement, and you can rock side to side as well. So feel free to pause the video here and play around with these movements for another 10 to 15 breaths, or whatever you feel the body will accept.